Hi, my name is Johnny Galati, and today I'll be talking a little bit about drug testing welfare recipients. So, the abuse of welfare has really gotten out of control in the last decade or so, and it really needs to stop. Welfare recipients have been caught selling their food stamps in order to purchase various items that are unauthorized and unneeded, and these various items could include drugs. The United States welfare system is a good system that's put in place to help people get back onto their feet and help people to make a better life for themselves. Although it really has turned into a system for people to really just live off of it. I understand for the welfare recipients who have been down their luck and are struggling to find a job and have been really actively trying to find a job. But the people who are abusing the system, it really is shameful. Today, I will discuss what welfare is, how many people use it, why they need to be drug tested, and some statistics and what you can do to stop the abuse. I chose this topic to show people how many people have been abusing the system and to show taxpayers where their money that they put in really goes. I also want to make a push for drug testing in all 50 states. So before getting into too many details, it is important to understand what welfare is. Welfare is a program that is run by the government that supports and provides for people who are struggling to provide for themselves. According to welfareinfo.org, it was created in the 1930s by President Franklin D. Roosevelt. It was created during the Great Depression. Most states offer health care, food stamps, child care assistance, unemployment aid, cash aid, and housing assistance. It is relevant for people and families who are unemployed or have low income that is below the cost of living. So really, how many people do use welfare? The number of people who participate in welfare programs is really high. According to Statistic Brain, 21.2% of the population has participated in welfare programs. That's about 1 out of every 5 people. In order to support these programs, the government, or the taxpayers, put forward quite a lot of money. And that money is coming in at about $158.2 billion per year. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the average unemployment rate also is about 4.9%, and that's in 2016. Based on that statistic, there should be a lot of jobs. So why is the unemployment rate so low and welfare participation rate so high? So are people abusing welfare to feed an addiction? Technically, the taxpayers are supporting this abuse and bad habits to those who abuse the system. Some welfare recipients have been caught selling their food stamps for unauthorized items, and these items could include drugs. According to discoverthenetworks.org, in 2011, $746 billion went into welfare programs. And these programs, it includes all welfare programs, including Medicaid. That's more than Medicare, Social Security, or the military. This money is also coming from the taxpayers since the government really earns no money. The plan. So my plan is quite simple. We need to have drug testing in all 50 states to welfare recipients, and the testing needs to be randomly. Currently, 15 states have taken part in this drug testing, but the testing was not random, so the results were a little bit skewed. This gave the people who do abuse the system time to get clean just for the test. Although the test is costly, it is important to both stop people from abusing the system and get these people the help they need if they are addicted. The cost per state varies. According to Bryce Covert from Think Progress, in some states it costs about $850,000, and in larger states it costs over $1 million. She also said that in some states, only 321 people were caught abusing the system in 2015, and that it came as a failure. Though it was not a failure because it kept the abusers on their toes and kept them clean just for the test. So there are quite a few advantages to drug testing welfare recipients. First, drug abuse would decrease because people don't want to lose their welfare money. People who are addicted can get the help that they need and the treatment that they vitally need. Because these people, if they don't stop, they could die. If the people who abuse the system get caught spending the government's money unlawfully, the welfare program's money would decrease. People would stop trying to abuse the system. So drug testing would not just slow the drug usage rate and welfare abuse rate, but it would keep people from abusing the system on their toes and avoid using drugs because they don't want to go to jail or lose their welfare. This not only stops welfare abusing though, it gets the people with an addiction help and helps them to get clean and on the path to success. Helping people get over the addiction is a very big part of this movement. It's not just about busting people for breaking the law. According to DuffyRehab.com, a pro to drug testing could be that it identifies people with a substance abuse issue and it gets them the help that they need. There are consequences, though, to everyone's actions. For welfare abuse to stop, a push needs to be made, and it needs to have all 50 states agree to drug testing. Welfare is made to pick you back up, not just used for people just to purchase drugs and unauthorized items. So, to conclude this, there really haven't been a lot of people using drugs caught so far through drug testing, but it is important to keep on it. So that way these people will avoid using drugs. Even if the tests aren't random, drug tests will keep the abusers on their feet and it will keep them from trying to use drugs because they don't want to lose their welfare. Because it's not just about keeping the streets clean. It's about getting these people help because some have addictions and some need help desperately. It's important to remember that there are consequences, though, to everyone's actions, and the law will catch up to you someday. So here are some of my references, and thank you for listening today. God bless.